Agree, but yeah, the rainy, cold weather clearly not dampening the party spirits as told by the dueling DJs behind me. But it's a game changer for the players and especially the caddies. Not exactly what people and players expect from the most popular golf tournament in the world. When the rain, grapple, and hail started to unleash, players and fans headed for the tents. Ricky Fowler won here in 2019, and he said, well, the weather isn't the greatest, but it's also not the worst he's seen.
Better than what I was expecting, so I think if we can stay somewhat dry through the week, it'd be great. You know, we can deal with some cold weather, but cold and wet, not many people like that.
The weather will make the game different for players, considering with the wet fairways and the slow greens, their strategy will need to adjust.
I mean, it definitely makes golf course play a little bit longer. You know, it's a lot more fun when it's warm. When I won here on Sunday, it was cold and kind of rainy, so we can do it. It's just not our first choice.
For caddies, it means
protect the player at all times.
the guys on the bag have a lot of extra work with this wet weather. In addition to protecting the player, they have to prep and protect the gear as well.
Yeah, it's loaded down. I mean, you got the cover that goes on there, and just try to keep, as long as the grips and the golf ball and the club face are dry, it doesn't really matter. You pretty much just have to get soaked if you're the caddy.
So far, the West Coast swing of the tour has been a wet and soggy one, from Pebble Beach last week to now the WM Phoenix Open. The caddies say these conditions are something they expect in Scotland, not the desert.
Some extra towels in there. We got the umbrella, the rain gear. It's about 10 pounds heavier. And I feel like we've been doing this on the West Coast every tournament.
I mean, it's just survival until it stops raining, basically, because the ball's going to go shorter, but it affects everybody, so it's just kind of part of the gig.
All right, so a couple of the caddies that I was talking to today, they were actually wearing shorts. And I had to ask, did you guys miss the forecast or ignore the forecast? And they assured me, yeah, they're going to be wearing the long pants tomorrow. As far as what weather element they don't want to have to deal with, I mean, the rain is one thing, the cold temperature is one thing, but of course, all the players and caddies hate the wind. I didn't want to break it to them what a cold front's going to do when it passes through here tomorrow. So we'll just see if they get out the foot wedge.
Minor details.
We are live at TPC. I'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
Yeah, I think that's called lying
Don't
by
look at the forecast.
omission, right?
Yeah.
Just casually leave that detail out. Well, at least they're taking it in stride.
They didn't ask.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're having a good time. They're having a good time.
All right, Ginger, thank you so much.